Well, hello and welcome to another Zero Bros Motovlog. I'm Exzero, and in today's episode, if you can see, I am riding something different today. Last week you got to see Scorpio's dirt bike, a KTM 300 EXC. So this week is my turn. Seems all the two strokes are now coming out to play in the Zero Bros channel. You can see from the sound, it's a two stroke as well. I am now riding a Husqvarna SMS 125cc, which I call it the Saber, short for Sabertooth tiger lah. If you watch all my previous videos, you will understand the naming scheme for my bikes. Don't mind the sound, as I haven't tested the GoPro with the louder exhaust for the two strokes. So let me just slow down a bit so that you can hear me lah. Post production, I will check out the sound and adjust accordingly. So the Saber Husqvarna 125. That's it. Just want to tell you a little story about this bike, how I started off riding, or why I even chose to buy this bike. Just a quick look around. Won't be showing you the bike yet. That one will be on the next video, which I'll tell you about at the end of this. So a few years back, I started off riding dirt bikes. Went overseas to JB at Ulucho. Back then I had the KTM 200 EXC, old model lah, that one. Was a good bike, but because of the COE and its expiry, I was forced to retire the bike lah, scrap it, and went for the last ride at Ulucho. And then once deregistered, I had to go and find for another bike lah, for dirt bike. So had lots of plans for different bikes, had many choices. So I came across this ad online selling this Husqvarna. Not too sure why I bought the bike actually lah. Maybe because of the price point. The guy was selling like a 2K, and then I never really got to try a Husqvarna bike. So at that point of time, I thought, okay lah, the maintenance and all this, for a dirt bike, of course, not so cheap, but the yearly maintenance, as in for the road tax and insurance and all this, doesn't come out too much actually. So to me, I thought like, okay lah, this bike can use for as a like a side bike, you know, for transport, since it's not so taxing on the maintenance also lah, for 125cc as compared to all the bigger cc bikes. So I decided to buy the bike, and as usual, the bikes I buy, condition, of course, not very good, but I guess that's the type of bikes which I end up with. So had to do a lot of things with the bike. Some of the parts had to change or add on, like didn't have chain guard, screws missing, and quite a number of stuff actually. But here in the country, of course, don't have any parts dealer for this bike. Had to order overseas, then had to pay shipping, had to order from Europe and stuff. Price, of course, quite expensive, but eventually everything worked out well. Bike's running great lah. Okay, now this area here, all big lorries and stuff. Let this lorry pass through first, then I can go. Let you hear the two-stroke power a bit. Nice not? Of course, in the end, had to go and get a two-stroke lah, because since I started off that bike with the two-stroke bike, will surely miss the power. So everything was done. You can see some of the stuff, of course, haven't changed. You can see the meter all cracked up, and quite a lot, still got lots of worn off parts. If I were to show you the walk around, you can see the plastics also, the condition like crap, which in the future I will change, of course. But for now, because riding dirt bike and off-road sure will cause of damage and stuff, so just riding it for now as it is. Okay, what else about this bike? So if you are thinking to get something like this also, like I mentioned, parts wise, most likely have to get overseas, and then we have to pay for shipping, and then it's all in euro, so won't be very cheap. And then the country also very rare lah, this bike, so I don't think many people will know about this bike, and not sure how to maintain, so not very good price lah to sell back if you want to sell it again. But to me, I intend to keep the bike, since the maintenance and all this I'm already familiar with, and I know where to get the parts. So the Saber, of course, don't forget, is the SMS model, so it is the motard version. So in the future video, you will get to see the off-road version, which I converted to more towards the WRE model, you know, with the dirt tires. This guy, nice bike, for the huge tank some more. So what off-road wheel I got, I ordered from the Warp 9. Not bad lah, the quality. Then they let you choose the color and stuff, which I will show you in the future also. Don't expect to get any top speed runs for this. This one is just 125cc. If you want, you can change the gearing, and then after that do some mods or something, I don't know. But I changed the gearing more towards the for off-road and trailing, so top speed wise not so great also. I don't want to drag so long lah. This video is more of an introduction. In the next week's video, hopefully we can do, me and Scorpio, we can do the first travelog for the channel, which is our dirt ride overseas in JB, heading to Ulucho Dirt Park. I'll try to give you a more detailed explanation on how to get there and some of the things you can do there, like all the tracks quite nice. I don't know how is the condition now over there, but let's just cut all these lorries, man. Stroke power, you can see the pickup not so strong. Need to reach the power band. So in the next travelog, will be the one to go to Ulucho. We'll do a bit of a walk around of Scorpios, Hyper-Bs, and of course the Saber with the off-road tires and wheel. Wow, so nice the sound of the two-stroke. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick introduction to the Saber Husqvarna SMS 125. Tune in to the next episode, like I mentioned, the first travelog. Subscribe to the channel to get updates on the different bikes we ride and the different types of rides. I'll end this video off here. This is Exzero signing out. Check out my WAP 9 off-road wheels to be installed on the Saber.